everybody. Welcome back to the Witching Hour podcast. I'm your host, John Royslin, and I am back tonight with a retrospect. I have been kind of going through my personal library of movies, DVDs, VHS, what have you, and just kind of pulling movies that I haven't seen for a while that I think should be talked about and brought back into your mind and maybe get it recirculating again. So anyhow, the film I'm talking to you about is one of my all-time favorites. I'm hoping the reflection is not going to kill that one. Anyhow, it is The House is October Built. This sleeper of a gem, in my opinion, came out in 2014. My God, I can't believe it is that old already. The film is, I'll give you a quick synopsis. Other times I've talked to you about other movies, and I won't even tell you about it because if you haven't seen it, then fuck off, kind of a mood or attitude, because you should have seen it, in my opinion, and which is always right. So, but this was kind of a sleeper horror film. It is about a group of adults who rent an RV and are going to be traveling across some of the southern states for looking for the best haunts, which actually turns into looking for the most extreme haunt. Now, of course, we all know McCamey Manor. That's the best one there is. Fucking hillbilly. I hope you do time, you piece of shit. Anyway, and on their journey, they they're inquiring, hey man, what's the best place to go to? I mean, I want full on, I want hardcore, I want extreme haunts. Well, obviously that is a kind of a to each their own, based on what scares them and how far they're willing to go. But they are given clues to go here, to go here, to go here. All the meanwhile, they are going from actual real life haunt to haunt in search of, until they find and become engulfed in an extreme haunt while on the road. Um, it moves at a decent pace. The movie itself kind of has parts of it are handheld. Um, it actually, in my opinion, does a well. It portrays you being there with them really well. You get the atmospheric feeling from the haunts, from the RV that they're traveling in. Um, and it's just parts of it get batshit crazy. It has small snippets of interviews um, with haunt workers, um, which supposedly were all real haunts, real actors, and so forth, which added to the belief of the movie even further. The movie, towards the end, in my opinion, does honestly go batshit crazy in such a great way. Um, the thing I liked is that it was actually written and directed as well as starred Bobby Rowe, um, Zach Andrews. It was a very small group of very close actual friends and family friends that made this film. Um, just the wardrobe, the makeups. There's no big special effects. Um, and it does really push you into, is this real? Are these psychos? Or is this just a part of the game? And I absolutely loved it. I had it DVR'd, and then it was actually, I believe, on Netflix for a while, and for months. on end. It would just be every night when I'm going to bed, hit play, and that's what I'd fall asleep to every single night. And I was fine with that. The film was actually brought to you from the producers of Insidious and Paranormal Activity. So it definitely did have some financial backing to it. The quality of the film is great. Even the handheld segments are crystal clear. It just, I think it's a shame because it was a sleeper. It didn't do real well at the box office. It was obviously followed up by part two. I want to say 3, maybe 4 years later. Mm, Same cast and crew, the same general theme of the story, um, except now they have gotten kind of famous, and people are paying them to come to their haunt and hang out and so forth. And it just, I don't want to say overkill, but it actually became kind of slow. Parts of it, I honestly thought were getting kind of boring. Um, but part one, man, it is definitely, I would say probably in my top 10 favorite films, favorite horror films anyway. So if you haven't seen it in a while, I think it's definitely time you give it a rewatch. It's not just one that you have to watch during the holiday season. It definitely gets you in the mood for Halloween. Definitely gets me anxious to go to haunts. I've never worked in one. Um, but I mean, I'll tell you what, I think after watching this film, it would be a cool fucking thing to do. Let me know what you thought of the film. A, if you've seen it. If not, check it out. And then let me know what you've seen of it. So anyway, this is just a quick off the wall retrospect movie that I think deserves being talked about and being brought back to surface. I hate when so many movies are out and they get put on the shelf and they're forgotten about. They need to be kept alive. These are movies that we once loved, cherished, and they should always be that way. Which is why an old timer like me can openly and honestly say, yeah, there's a million movies that I grew up with that I will always remember and cherish, whether they're horror or I hate to use the word Disney, but I was little once, and every kid grew up watching certain Disney movies. But with that being said, guys, the house is October built. Give it another rewatch. But seriously, let me know what you thought of the film. Loved it. Why? Hated it. Why? It's a piece of trash. Okay. Why was it a piece of trash? Just, I just want to know your honest feelings of why something is the way you think it is. That's all. Not being rude, not being smart. I'm not saying my opinion is right, but it is. But just, just, I'm just curious because I want to see both sides to it. Maybe there's something that you can pull out that I really wasn't noticing. That's all. Anyhow, I hope you guys all have a great night. The house is October built. I'm sorry, I did actually have the interview with Zach Andrews and Bobby Rowe a couple years ago for another horror platform that I did. If I can try to dig it up, I'll actually show you guys because super nice guys. They were really nice, and I actually opened up to them. Interesting story. So people wear masks, Halloween. Uh, Shit, half the heavy metal bands are all wearing masks now, but a skull mask. There's something about seeing a human person with a skull that's alive that just bothered me. And as you know, the skull is very important and significant in the house's October built. So I'm telling the guys this during the interview. And of course, Zach Andrews actually turns the camera around and throws a blue skull onto his couch or table or whatever it was at the time, just to fuck with me. And it was great. But really nice guys. Definitely ones to keep an eye on, with hopefully some new films coming out soon. Um, Anyhow, the house is October built. You guys, thank you for your time. I appreciate you listening in to see what my feelings are. I want to hear from you. Please hit the subscribe button. Find me on Instagram and Facebook, and here, of course, on the lovely land of YouTube. I want to thank my sponsors, Hacks Horror Show, Freak Show Unlimited, as well as newly added Captain Creepy's Tome of Terror, new publication that is out. Definitely be on the lookout for that. You guys, thank you so much. I will talk to you guys soon. Keep it evil.